Ziggy, do you? Well, thank you. And KP Bass wants me to Josh or to play the letter. I guess that Josh wrote for Summer. Yeah, I can go just channel and thank you, True Purpose. I'll go. I can play it here in a second. But yeah, if you guys can talk now. I mean,
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Don, why will you not let Candace take another lie detector test like they wanted her to?
She can do what she wants to do. I'm not her boss.
But you told me that you wasn't gonna let her.
I'm like I said, I'm not her boss. I can't control her. She does whatever she wants. I'm at work all day. How can I tell her what to do? I'm gone all day, every day.
You're not at work every day, all day, and I've seen you at home plenty of days.
Trust and believe Candace does what Candace wants to do. If Candace wanted to walk off, she could walk off right now.
I'm asking him a question about why he will not let her do another.
He is not letting her do anything. She is using him. She is basically using him as an excuse to.
Garden, can I please ask the question if you don't mind me asking?
Well, yeah, you can go ahead and ask him, but that right there is.
But I don't need you to answer for him.
I'm not answering for him. I'm just straightening it out because
No, you're not straightening it out because you was not on the phone with me, Candace, and Don.
Whatever. Go ahead, Donald. Answer.
She actually was talking to us here and there.
I'm sorry, what?
Prayer Gardens was talking to us here and there.
I know Prayer Garden because, I understand that. I know that because you and Candace got plenty of fights because of that. But the day that y'all was talking about Candace having to do another polygraph test, you said she was not doing it.
I may have said that. I don't know. Sometimes you get mad about that stuff, or whatever. You don't know what might come out of a person's mouth because you're upset or whatever. You just never know. And I can't remember everything I've said, so I can't answer that question because I really can't remember. But Candace is going to do. You can't
remember? Can you remember your daughter's favorite candy?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I don't know because you made a statement that you met her every single day to get her candy when you got home from work, and they asked you exactly what was her favorite candy. I don't know her favorite whatever candy. I mean, really, this is your daughter you're talking about, Don.
Well, why are you trying to make it sound like why are you trying to be mean and interrogative?
Don, I'm not trying to be mean. I've never tried to be mean to you, but I know what type of man you are. I know, and I see straight through you.
Does Candace know what Summer's favorite candy is? Because I asked Candace and she wasn't able to tell me. I asked.
Well, if Don and Candace would stay off the phone 24/7 and pay attention to their children, maybe they wouldn't be going through what they're going through right now.
We was never on the phone or anything before this happened. We only started getting on the phone. No,
I know you have a gag order on the boys, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but Candace, you were sitting right there with Candace when Candace told me the boys the boys did not want to come back home.
Yeah, she was worried about that, but the thing of it is, you don't understand the whole situation, and I'm really not. The boys are okay. They're traumatized. They don't know exactly what's going on. They're just trying to make the best out of a situation that they're in. I really can't or not supposed to talk about this, but they're just trying to make the best out of the situation that they're in and trying to invite us into their life any way that they can. And that's kind of a hard thing to explain, the psychology of it all.
And let's
They're
go back
just
to the lie detectors test. If Candace wants to take it, Dawn, can she take it?
yeah,
Can
she
she
can
just
take
take
it.
it?
Lie detector test if she wants.
There you go.
But why keep taking a lie detector test?
If they wanted her
I
to do
mean, you
another
know.
one, she should have done another one. But you told her she couldn't do it.
Okay, so just keep taking lie detector test after lie detector test until you finally fail one, and you're like, aha. I mean, you know, what's the
And
point?
Candace,
Didn't you both take one on Dr. Phil's? Because I know he asked us, so you guys obviously had to do it on there.
was you
We're not allowed
talking?
to talk about Dr. Phil. We're not allowed to talk about Dr. Phil.
Okay, I wasn't gonna ask you about Dr. Phil. I just like how Sissy answers for you.
I ain't answering for
Well,
him.
I mean,
I'm not answering for him. I'm just tired of people like you painting a big picture like Candace is some kind of battered person stuck in a
Do
corner.
I think that Candace is a battered person? No, I know Candace is lying to me. I've been knew Candace was lying to me.
Thank you. That's what
But I'm not trying to get in a bed with Dawn.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. Neither am I. Have I ever in any way, form, or how, Donald, suggested any such nastiness? Have I ever did that?
I've never suggested that.
Then why did you tell Candace you was leaving her for a Sissy?
No, stop. Did I suggest?
All right, I'm out of Ziggy. I am silencing myself because this is ignorance. It really is.
No, don't sit here and accuse me of anything. I wasn't nothing but a friend with Donald. Nothing but friends. And with Candace. Candace just would not be friends. She had issues and problems. She wanted to be a friend one day, and then the next day, no. The next day, yes. The next day, no. Probably because she had people like you in her ear telling her how I shouldn't be. I wouldn't let my husband talk to anybody. I guess you wouldn't.
Candace is traumatized.
Whatever.
Candace
I've never seen
traumatized.
you nor her cry about Summer or them boys.
No, we're not going to sit and cry in front of everybody. What does that prove? So we sit here and put on a fake cry in front of you. Does that mean anything? Hell no.
No, if you if you have a child missing, you would be torn up. If you have any feelings for that baby, you would be torn up. Instead of calling your sisters, laughing about it, joking about it, trying to harass them because they came out against you, Don. That's not funny. You got a baby missing that you supposedly ain't got nothing to do with it. But y'all sitting there living it up, laughing and having fun all day long while your daughter's missing.
No. Listen. No, their daughter's
Sissy, I ain't got nothing to say to you. Nothing to say to you.
You know what? You can shut up right now.
You can shut up because right now you're really upsetting me because both Candace and Dawn know where that baby's at.
You bet they do, and she's not missing because they do know where she's at. They do.
So stop taking up for a fucking criminal.
Taking up for him, nasty. But you ain't going to sit there and try to make me look like a bad person either. You need to back it off.
She just said that. Yeah. So you're saying. But what you're saying, regarding, is that Don does know where Summer is your opinion?
Of course he does. Of course, Don is indirectly had something to do with it, and Candace is the one that directly done it. And Donald needs to go and tell before Grandma and Candace, as they've been trying to do, set you up in every way possible. I'm telling you.
I would suggest if somebody knows something and they just know it, like whether it's Dawn or Grandis or whoever, if you know something and you weren't involved, I would hurry and make sure you get down to the police station and get yourself talk first. I mean, that's just all I'm going to say.
It's funny, right, Don? It's funny that other people care more about your children than you do.
No, you all are funny. That's the only thing that's funny.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to
know what's funny is you're going to be sitting in prison along with your old lady that's going to be sitting there anyway for what she's done and whatever happened up there on 110 Ben Hill Road. When you could have came forth, just told the truth and put your daughter to rest. I mean,
that's what she deserves.
Yes, she does. And that's all everybody's working for is, I'm not out here for no fame or to get attention or anything like that. I'm out here because God put me here to call things out so that this little girl can, somebody will step up and do the right thing. Let's get this little girl put in the ground and her favorite roses upon her, and where she can rest. She deserves that. God have
She
mercy.
deserves that.
She really does. And that's all I'm saying. And Donald, I just, in my opinion, you have been doing nothing but, covering for Candace and everything. I've heard you in the background. I've heard, I know what you've been doing. And I'm just saying, please, man, please tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Okay,
Get
you want me
immunity.
to tell the truth? You ready for me to tell the truth?
Go ahead.
Are you going to listen? Are you ready?
I already know what you're going to say.
Go ahead, tell your lie, Don.
Huh?
Say it.
Go ahead and tell your lie.
Okay. Why do I got to be a liar?
Go ahead and
I
tell
don't
your
get
truth.
that.
You say if people, people wouldn't be so mean to you if they really love Summer because Summer loved her daddy. Honey, I'll tell you what, let's start thinking about how much you loved her. Instead of thinking about how much she's supposedly, and for people to be using her to protect yourself, let's start talking about how much you loved her. Because if you really loved her, you will come forth and do what I've been asking you to do all along.
There just ain't no talking to y'all.
Tell your truth, Donald. Please tell your truth.
What? Yeah, she was abducted. There you go.
No, she was not abducted.
Do you have proof of that?
You know what, Donald? You know what? You ran us down the dog trail for 3.5 months. Well, you didn't run me down because I knew that was bullshit from the beginning. But listen, no, sweetheart. Listen to what I got to say. Listen to what I got to say. You just debunked it. You just debunked the dog trail that you have been running everybody down for 3 months. You had to bring it out because people were screaming at you. And you've been running everybody down it. Cam and Allie up there looking at it. You running down it with the camera. And then now on your own YouTube channel, you went in and debunked it. I mean, okay, what the hell? Okay, now we know that ain't true. Like the yellow car, Mr. Dobbs, Mr. Dawson. I mean, everything's been debunked. Everything's been debunked. You know why?
No,
because you know the truth and what really happened. And there it is. It's just a matter, you think TBI and all of them don't know. They know. They already know. And you guys done messed up so bad. You've messed up in so many different ways with your stories and changing everything. My God. I mean, you trust me. You was in the frying pan and you just jumped into the fire. You just jumped into the fire. The minute that you debunked your dumb dog trail, that was the dumbest thing
I never
you could have done.
debunked that.
You sure did. It's on your YouTube. Then whoever's writing for you screwed you, huh? Ain't you writing for yourself?
I don't even know. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, well, think about
gosh.
it, son.
Let's let Don talk. Like, if you guys say something, let him respond. Did you have anything to say on to any of that?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not the one that come up with the dog trail. The professional dogs that they brought up here, the police dogs, them dogs went down the dog trail. I didn't even know that dog trail existed until the police dogs went down it.
But you're the one that jumped on it and been using it, and now you're debunking it like, oh, no, I guess that.
How have I debunked it?
Why don't you read your own shit on your YouTube, son? Go look at it. Go look what you've been writing on your YouTube channel. You're running it. Ain't you running it? Ain't that yours and Candace's YouTube? And are you telling me you don't know what's on it?
I haven't debunked it.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, I did not. That's just one of the theories. Then you can't read.
Whatever. You're right. A theory that was, a theory. Something that.
Well, that's what the dogs, when they brought those dogs up here, that dog went straight down that trail. And then when it got to the road down there, it circled. I'm not the one that come up with it. The police dogs did. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
And then when, I started bringing it out and asking questions and so forth on the panel, Ziggy's panel here, all of a sudden you guys pop up and you debunk it. You know? Oh,
How did we
well,
debunk
you know,
it?
well, you debunked it.
Never debunked it.
You know, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. It's in writing right on there. And don't, you know, don't take the video down because I done snapshotted it. I mean, that's
Well,
just
that's
the way it is.
good.
And that's the
Okay.
indiscrepancies that you guys have been doing. And with a lot more, I could tell you a lot more. I won't, but I could. But because you know what?
Well, go for it.
No thanks,
Why?
Donald, because you know what? Everything you want me to say, whatever, so you can go and you know, wash it away somehow. You know what I'm saying? You
No,
want to know.
okay.
The
I
big thing
have
is
nothing to
TDI
hide,
and
Sissy.
them know it. You know, they
I have
already
nothing
know
to
it.
hide.
You got all to hide.
I have
You got
nothing.
all to
I
hide
have
because right
nothing to
now you're
hide.
worried about your own
Matter of fact,
backside.
if I could,
Candace sitting there telling you, you're going to jail, Donald. You're going to jail, Donald. You know, I'll just run my big mouth and put everybody in it. No, what Donald better do is get down there to TBI and tell them the truth and get himself some immunity. Because, you know, if you don't, you are criminally involved in this. And you know what? Yes, you will be in jail. You'll be right where you
I don't.
hate being for a
You
long
guys,
time.
Prayer Garden, I see everybody's request to play the labs video with the letter to Summer Wells, and I will. I just need to make sure that it doesn't have any music in it that's copyright. So I am going to play that. Gigi wants to ask Prayer Garden, how do you know Dawn knows where Summer is? Prayer Garden.
Donald knows. Donald knows. You know, I'm not saying no more. I'm not saying no
And then
more.
you wonder
Donald
why
knows.
I laugh.
You know, it's up to you, Donald. It's up to you. I do not even care anymore. You know, that's your daughter. You're right. It's your daughter. You and Benny Keys are right. I was speaking with him tonight too. You're right. It's your daughter, and all you care about is God forgiving you. Okay, God probably did forgive you, and you guys are happy with that. So leave her in a wall or leave her wherever you stuck her. You know, okay,
Wow.
because that's what the kind of mentality you two have.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
I can't change your mind.
Oops.
Did you come on here to try? Because you failed miserably.
Well, I actually asked
I
him.
haven't failed at all.
This time I asked him
Well,
myself.
I apologize for. I apologize to y'all for Prayer Garden and the other one there. I don't know why they feel the way they do, but I apologize for them.
Don't apologize
Jenna
for me.
and
You
Prayer
ain't gotta
Garden.
apologize for me because what I'm saying is the truth.
Amen. You better be
What
apologizing for
truth?
yourself.
Okay.
And when the truth comes out,
I
we're going to get our apologies. We're going to get our apologies.
I don't need
anyway.
apologies. I didn't do
Okay.
this for nothing but to find Summer. And that's sad that people are looking for Summer and their own parents aren't. People are crying for your child, but the parents
You
are
don't know
not.
what.
Yes, I do, Don.
They already accepted what happened. They already accepted what happened, and they feel like it's not any of our damn business, that it was their kid. It's not our business. And I'm going to tell you another thing. They think that, you know, oh, you people allow abortions and, you know, and then want to try to put somebody in prison.
This is about Summer. What about Summer?
Exactly. Go find your child.
Where's Summer?
Go find her, Don.
You tell us. You know.
Okay, you tell me
know.
tell me what I'm supposed to do. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. Tell me.
Go to TBI and tell the truth. That's what you need to do.
I've talked to TBI. Okay, I've talked to TBI. Okay, now what? Tell me what I'm supposed to do.
So. I hope so.
Tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Don, you should know you're a father. Candace is a mom.
Okay.
What are you talking about? People need to tell you what to do.
No, I've already went and searched all around our neighborhoods, all around here, every day for a long time. It's been over 4 months now. So tell me, what
do you know what would really help make it look really better?
They're going to be searching their neighborhood. They're going to be searching everywhere. They're going to be searching everywhere, not just their neighborhood, but that whole damn state. They're going to be doing a lot more than you all were doing. They're going to be
Okay.
out there talking to
Okay. So
everybody and anybody, keeping it real and keeping it going. You know, the only one that anyone's seen was you with your bull crap, run around the bush, talk about anything but your daughter, and then you're going to tell me tonight that this is about Summer? Yes, it is. It is. It truly is. That's why I came on Ziggy's panel to begin with, to talk about Summer. And I have been doing nothing but trying to talk about Summer and explaining to
well,
all
why
these
ain't
people.
you out there searching? Why ain't you out there
I don't
searching
need to
instead
search
of on
because I
Ziggy's
already know
channel?
the truth. I don't need to search.
Oh, wow.
What you need to do is go
Well, then
forth
why
and
ain't
tell it.
you?
Don't even
Well,
go
then why
there
don't you
with
come
me.
down
I'm
here
the
and
one that you were
show
talking
me?
to, Donald, for every day,
Come down here and
forever.
show me
You
where
know,
she's
so
at.
please,
If you got,
please
if you know this
don't
stuff
come
for
on
a
there and say this
fact,
bullcrap to me. Don't come on there and saying that bullcrap to me. You know, you ain't getting no place with me. I already know you and your wife.
but if you know where she's at and you're so sure, then come and show me where she's at. You know who I work for. You know everything about me. So come and show me where she's at.
Donald,
You know
they're
so
gonna
much.
find
You're so
they're gonna
sure of
find where
yourself.
they're gonna find where she's at. You know, they're gonna find where she's at. And then you and Candace and your little mob up there and Granny that didn't come forth trying to, but she hasn't yet. But you know what? You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You had, you know, God gave you an out and you could have took it, but you didn't. That's your problem. When you're sitting in jail, remember that.
No, I'm trying to find. Lynn says you never read my super chat. Lynn, I've looked everywhere and I have had my mods. Can you type it because I can't find it. I don't see one from you. I remember your picture because it's so cute. It's such a cute picture of Summer. And I asked my mods to and I don't see it for some reason. I have my mods sending me every time I get one because I don't know. I apologize if one of the mods can watch for Lynn to type her question and just send it to me if possible. That would be amazing. So yeah. I never want to miss somebody's super chat. Don, how do you feel about Candace burying things for Summer? I don't know what that means. That's a question.
Burying thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
She hasn't buried anything. I don't know what that means either.
Oh, buying things for Summer. Don, how do you feel about Candace buying things for Summer?
Well, she can't help it when she goes in the store. I mean, it's
but
like
what
me,
have you
every
told
time
her?
I go into a store. Jenna, I really don't want to talk to you anymore.
What have you told her? There's no reason to buy nothing because why? She's gone.
I can't. You can't be reasoned with. You and Prayer Garden cannot be reasoned with. There's no talking sense to y'all. So I wish y'all would just let me talk to Ziggy, okay?
You talk to Ziggy.
Let me answer the chat. You can just stay out of it because there's no talking sense to y'all. You guys are so convinced of whatever, you know, you're beyond reasoning. There's no reasoning with y'all, okay?
Go ahead, Donald. Go ahead, talk to Ziggy.
Okay.
So the question was,
you know,
just like how do you feel about Candace buying things?
Well, it's like when I go into a store, you know, I'm so used to buying normally every day. I go to a store and I usually normally I spend $100 at least every single day on my way home just for you know, my kids would drink a lot of milk. Candy, you know, was a must because Summer would ask me for candy every morning before I left. She said, "Daddy, buy me candy." And then sometimes I'd forget. I mean, most of the time I'd remember and I'd bring her candy every day. And she'd run to my truck every day when she'd seen me pulling in. She'd run to my truck. "Daddy, did you get me candy?" And I'm like, "Yes, Summer." And I'd hand it to her, you know. And so every day when I go to the store, it's just, I haven't bought candy since, you know, she's been gone. Yeah. So it's really tough. But so Candace is used to buying, you know, the kids' stuff and everything, and she can't help it. She's lost. She's going through a lot. I mean,
So you never told.
so
You
if
never
she
told
buys her a
Candace.
few things.
You never told Candace to stop buying things for summer because summer's not coming back. Did you say that?
No, I wouldn't do that. No, there's no way I would do that. No way. No.
That's a lie. Is that a lie, my husband?
That's a lie. I heard that myself, Don. I heard that myself.
Heard what? Heard what's a lie? Well,
You lied. You lied and said if you said you didn't say it, because I heard it myself. Don't say that way, man. I can see you stuff your ass.
Hold up. You can say I'm a liar, but let me show you proof of this. Some of the stuff she's bought. If I can figure out how to turn this camera on, okay? And I'll show you.
No, what he's saying you're lying about is that you told Candace there's no reason to buy nothing because she's not coming back. She's gone. That's what he's saying. And you've met my husband over the phone, so don't sit there and go there.
What do you say?
Oh, man. You know what? I don't know. Maybe I did say that at one point or something. Maybe I was mad. Maybe I was drunk. I don't know. Maybe I did say something like that. So what's the point? What are you trying to say? I can show you all kind of stuff right here that she's bought her. If I could get my camera on, and I didn't get. Well, I ain't mad about it.
Well, we know she's bought her stuff.
She's thinking about her little girl.
We know she's bought her stuff because Lynn sent. We know that she's bought stuff because Lynn sent me a lot of pictures of different things that are new and packaged.
Oh, okay, cool. Right on.
So I've showed those.
So and how do you know she's not coming back? You know, how you know she's not coming back? If you guys didn't, if you don't know what happened, how would you be able to make that statement, Donald? There we go. Case closed. You know,
well, you know what? Sometimes
and the police and them need to take you guys in, and they need to interrogate the living crap out of you because you all got different stories now.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Whatever.
Hey, sissy, you run 100 miles an hour. You don't let nobody else talk. Why don't you let me talk?
Go ahead.
Can I say my piece now? Sometimes your emotions will be like, you know, you're hopeful. You're thinking, you know, well, God's got this, you know, and then sometimes you just lose all hope and you're like, oh man, she's never coming back. And you just, you know, you're from 1 minute you're one way and the next minute you're thinking the other way. That's just human emotion. It's human nature. You can't help it. Sometimes you just lose all hope. And then other times you have hope. It's just, you just go up and down like that. That's just the way it works. Okay.
And you know what, Donald? We all know that we are scared to death in our own minds to ever give up hope. And we definitely ain't going to say it out loud. Even if we was thinking it, we're not going to say it out loud because we don't even want ourselves to hear it in cases like this. So to be able to just bluntly say it out like you said it out, no, something ain't right about that.
Well, I don't remember saying that, so I can't, you know, I don't know.
Is the lab still in here? Is the lab the letter to Summer Wells that you did? Is that have music in it? I think it's okay to play here in a second. I wanted to ask Lynn's question though. Dawn, do you know? Have you heard of a lady that's come up on panel named Lynn? I don't know if you've seen it. She talked to Candace for a little while.
I don't know. I don't try not to keep track of all of it. I try to stay off of YouTube because YouTube hasn't really helped anything.
Yeah.
My daughter's still gone, and I've just gotten.
Well, okay. The question that she has is, wait, hold on, Peregrine. This one's important. So the question that she has was, she was on the phone, like a video chat or phone call with your wife, Candace. And Candace, she said, okay, the question is this: how does he feel about Candace looking up directions to Mexico because she doesn't trust him while I was video chatting with her? So I guess while you were gone,
I have no idea.
I guess while you were gone for a couple days, or something, there was she looked up directions to Mexico because you know how all that stuff supposedly came out about the the mafia and stuff. Or if you were getting drugs from
I don't
Mexico.
know anything about it.
Candace looked up directions to Mexico on the phone with one of these ladies and was saying, oh my God, it's only 24 hours away, and she was shocked because it was so close. I guess it made her think that possibly you could have made it to Mexico and back without her knowing. I don't know. You didn't know about anything like that?
I've never heard anything like that. My wife knows I would never. My wife knows I love my daughter with all my heart. And not only that, why would I do something like that if I got like quite a bit of money in the bank? Why would I need to do something stupid like that? Does that make sense?
Your wife's trying to convince everybody that you did because she wants your ass in jail instead of her know the truth, but you got an opportunity to go tell it and you're not, and you don't watch YouTube. Well, you obviously watch something because you sent like a ton of people up there to jump off of me.
Because
I
try not to watch it because
Jenna happened to be one of them.
There's just all kinds of crazy stuff on there. It's just ridiculous, sissy, and what you're saying is ridiculous. Why are you trying to get everybody going?
Ridiculous? Jenna admitted that she was sent there to attack me.
Pretty much.
She admitted that you and Candace sent her, or at least Candace did. So please don't tell me that I'm ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. I called it out as soon as she came up there.
I really don't know what the hell you're talking about. The fact is, man, we love our kids and we've tried to do right by them all we can. And another fact is someone abducted our daughter from up here.
I was trying to talk and I didn't realize I was muted. I'm sorry. Hey, Don, is that truck paid for?
What truck's that?
Your new one?
Yeah, the Subaru?
Yeah.
I don't know. I had all kind of trucks up here, but we sold some of them because we was going to move back to Utah before all this happened.
Well, the new one, the 2021, the 2021.
Oh, the Subaru.
Yeah.
The Subaru. No, I'm making payments on that. No. That's a brand new car.
To a car dealership?
Yeah, through a car dealership. Mm-hmm.
Okay. A lot of people think it's paid for. They swear it's paid for.
I wish it was.
Somebody is asking, would you ask Dawn if Grandis is still at Ben Hill?
We already went through that once.
But is she still there?
She had to go help her sister for a while. That's all.
So she's left again?
Yeah, she's still there. Oh no, she's still here.
She's still there.
Yeah.
Cher spilled one night that you left to Kentucky.
No, I've never.
And that you were gone for several days.
Kentucky. No.
You never went to. Okay,
I don't know.
I know I brought that up. But okay. Well, everybody's wanted me to play this little short. It's like letter to Summer Wells that.
Okay.
That the lab did, and it's. I hear it might be a tearjerker. So, do you mind can you listen for a few minutes? Okay, it's just like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay? If you want me to stick around, I'm trying to be positive about all this. There's so much negativity, and I don't understand
Well, this letter to
why, but
Summer Wells,
okay.
it's a positive thing. It's not anything. I think it's a positive thing, right, guys? I I've I think I've seen it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but is it a positive thing? Um, yeah, Dawn's on here now. Dawn is let's see. It's everybody's saying it's a beautiful letter. Kathleen said, throughout history, parents have been blamed for missing children, and they have been innocent. And yes, they went missing in minutes. Don is guilty of horrendous things. He may be innocent. Well, thank you, Kathleen, for your super chat. She's just saying, like, giving you the benefit of the doubt, Dawn. She's just saying,
Oh, right on. Cool.
There's been times that people have been blamed for their child been missing, and then,
Oh, okay. I thought you was reading the letter. Sorry. Yeah, I've done.
Oh, no. This video.
Yeah.
It's this video I'm about to play. It's not a letter. I mean, it is a letter to Summer Wells, but it's a video. It's on video here. Okay, I'll go ahead and play it. I hear it's a beautiful letter, so.
All right.
Walk away from this property by herself or off this yard by her swing. I feel in my heart that somebody has came up here and took her, has lured her away from here. It makes no sense.
So we don't know anything about, no red truck, or we hardly know many of our neighbors. I mean, because we just try to be around good people. I mean, and we do have good people in this area. We found out since this has all happened. We got some real good neighbors and good folks everywhere. But
what were the final moments like? You may not be dead, but no matter what, life as you know it has changed. You have parents, brothers, friends. What do you have now? Strangers? A fate worse than that? Abusive strangers? Are you even still with us? Where are you, Summer? If you're alive, are you safe? If you're alive, are you in danger? If you were dead, how and who did it? You aren't with your family, the family you knew. Sure, living conditions may not be ideal, but you knew it was home. You knew your mom and dad. And we don't get to choose who our parents are. The universe just manifested a lottery of life. There's a lot of people looking for you. There's a lot of people talking about you. Some true, some not. It's hard to tell. But you didn't deserve this. No child deserves this. Whatever this is, you don't deserve it. Sometimes the people we count on to protect us do the most harm. Sometimes it's physically, sometimes it's mentally, sometimes it's both. And sometimes there are strangers that we come into contact with that want to do us harm. Oftentimes our guardians and protectors expose us to situations and people that want to do us harm. And our protectors are flawed humans. But at 5, it's hard for you to tell. Sometimes they put their needs and interests above their children's. They don't always mean to, they just can't help themselves. It's how they were raised, and it might not have been in them to change that. Sometimes I think about the short existence that some people face in this world, wondering, that was life as they knew it. 5 years old and you vanish off the face of the earth. You didn't do that on your own. You had help getting to wherever you are. Wherever that is, I hope it's safe, though I fear it's not. I don't know who did what to you, or where they put you, or how they left you, but somebody did it. And it will be fall soon, and the leaves will start to turn colors. We'll start to get a little colder out. Pretty soon you'll be able to smell the chimney smoke from the distant houses. And most of us will go on with our lives running the rat race in hopes that one day we'll get a notification or a text saying they found you. I hope that day comes. We want closure. We want to know what happened. And we want to see justice served. If you are alive, crimes in your name have been committed and people should pay. It's a tough world out there, but I'm afraid you may already, at the tender age of 5, learn that life lesson far before you were supposed to. I don't even know you personally, but I know a lot of kids just like you. Innocent, doe-eyed kids who like to get dirty and run around and be loud. That's all any of us ever wanted to do as kids. Annoy our parents, cuddle with them when we are scared in hopes that they will tell us everything would be okay. There's a lot of people here that wish they could tell you everything is going to be okay. My grandpa used to say, we got to do better. Even when we're doing good, he says, we still got to get better. I think what he meant is we got to do better for our kids, for our family, for ourselves. Because if we can't be better for us, how are we going to be better for you kids? Our hope is your disappearance was not in vain. That maybe some light can be found in this. It takes something major to break the cycle of abuse and family.
Was that the end? Oh, it stopped kind of abruptly. I wasn't expecting it to just end like that.
Yeah, that's my beautiful baby. I love her so much.
She is beautiful. That's for
She
sure.
wanted to be a ballerina or just an angel or whatever, you know.
Yeah. So that was the lab. That's the man that was up here just a little bit ago asking you questions.
Right.
So that's his channel, and I had seen that before, but when it came out, but I you know how much information there's been and how many videos there's been done on summer. You know, it's hard to remember everything. But yeah. So wow. Oh, okay. The lab said the end corrupted. Okay, so he said the end it wasn't supposed to end like that. I guess it got it. That was So, did you ever think that the world would you would have, you know, one of your kids would become this, you know, you would never think that. I mean, I would imagine, right, Don? You would never think like in a million years would have this kind of attention.
No one what I know now, after searching in these areas around here and stuff, and no one, if I would have known it was this bad around here, I would have got my kids out of here. I would have had big dogs out there in the fence and done everything I could. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but I didn't realize the criminal element around here. We've just been trying so hard to steer our kids towards church and staying away from all this stuff, you know, but there's people around here who think that they own this mountain. They control everything around here. You got these boys and them boys and that boys, and they all think that they're like the Bloods and the Crips in the big cities. Yeah. But I feel sorry for the one, whoever's responsible, because they don't know me like they think they know me. Yeah, I do have a past, and you know, I've been trying real hard to do right, go to church and everything else. But if I find out, you know, I'm going to turn into a whole different person.
Yeah. What about? I know you've answered this before, but when the person is found, what do you think would be the most appropriate punishment?
I guess it depends on the person and what he's thinking and what he's done, or who or they or what. It depends on a lot of things, you know, and God always says, vengeance is mine, or leave room for my vengeance. There's two different sayings. So I have to respect God in that manner, but I don't know. She's such a beautiful girl, and she clung to me when she was born. She only wanted me, and that just blew my mind away because I've never had anybody just in my life that just wanted me and loved me only. Her mother, I felt so sorry for her mother because I could walk into the room and she would just get away from her mother and just want me, and it broke her mother's heart. So, but luckily she got to spend a lot of time with her when I was at work, and she took her out as much as she could and got Summer to love her and respect her like that. And I'm glad she got that opportunity. But yeah, Summer just was all about me.
Yeah.
So this is really killing me.
We had a super chat while the video was playing, and it asked, do you guys regularly search for Summer or distribute posters to help find her? Hope she's safe and returned very soon.
Well, I was going out and searching, but I run into trouble a few times. And when you're by yourself and you run into a bunch of people and they get in your face and you're by yourself, something's going to happen. I figure the best tool that I could ever even think of would have been Facebook and YouTube, and any videos that I can get out there would be the smartest thing to do, because there's literally trillions of different roads and houses and different ways you can go, and you can't just walk in someone's house and search in there. There's going to be a fight. There's going to be, the law is going to get called, or someone's going to get killed. So what good is that going to do me in my search for Summer if I'm dead, or I kill somebody and end up in prison or whatever? That's not going to do no good. So
yeah. Lenny asked, thank you, Lenny. She says she quotes the Bible, Exodus 20:17.
Right.
She says,
right.
You shall not covet. How do you explain your blatant disrespect of your wife by giving daily attention to other women like Sissy and Denise all day? It's totally disrespectful, Dawn, is what she says. So I don't know if you want to address that.
I don't think that's kind of a fair question, to be honest with you. I really don't. Now, Prairie Gardens, or Sissy did say that she was trying to help me there for a while. She was trying to be my friend, and that's the truth. She was there for a long time, and I guess she developed I don't know what. She just got in her head that somehow we're guilty, like a lot of people do, for whatever reason. But she was trying to help me, and I was, she can talk, but I wasn't trying to disrespect my wife whatsoever. I was just trying to get help from an outside source.
Yeah. Did Candace ever get mad at you for talking to Sissy or Cher?
Oh, yeah. All the time. Oh yeah. Anybody, she'd get mad. Oh yeah. She didn't want me talking to anybody.
She got mad over Benny Key.
Any females.
She got mad over anybody. Yeah. It wasn't just women. It was men and everyone else. She just didn't want Donald.
I think it was more women, though. I think it was women more than guys, though.
Because you was talking more to me and Cher than you was Benny.
Well,
but
yeah.
She was on everybody.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we were both spending a lot of time on the phone every day, trying to get any help we could to help find Summer, and I'd be mad at her for talking all day, and she'd be mad at me for talking all day, but we're just trying to, get encouragement or help any way we could, because things would just turn so negative and so bad, and I mean, we had people coming up on our property, all kind of bad stuff going on, and it was horrible for a long time. It was really bad.
Dana Kate says, Did David Dotson, the mortician, ever come back after the night of June 15th when Candace called him to come over at 6 p.m.? And why him? Only knew him 3 months.
Well, he was just trying to be a good Christian. As far as I can tell, he's just trying to be a good Christian and help us get through a lot of heartache. I mean, he lost his wife to cancer, and and he tried hard just to help us out. He was trying to do everything he could, and then all this negative stuff come up about him and everybody else. People saying that he did it and all kind of stuff, and so he's tried to withdraw, and get himself out of the picture, just like everybody is. And anybody associated with us, people attack. It could be
Are you
anybody.
guys still talking? I mean, do you still talk to David Dotson?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Does he come over? Has he come over?
Good. No, he's met his new wife and everything, and he's been busy with that and trying to get his life back together and trying to get some of this drama off his back, because they attacked him pretty bad there for a while. So he's trying to disassociate himself, of course, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, a lot of people still believe that, still find him suspicious. I hear his name a lot. Marlena Cantu says, sorry, Don. And thank you, Marlena, for the super chat. She just says, sorry, Don, but if I was really missing a kid and I heard that beautiful letter, I wouldn't be able to talk because I'd be hyperventilating. That's just a comment on the letter.
Yeah. That video, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's some videos I can't hardly watch. Pamela makes videos and posts them. I can't get halfway through them, but I'm not going to sit there. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to sit here. I try not to cry in front of people or whatever. I'm not going to sit here and try to put on some show for y'all or anything else. I'm going to try to show you that I'm tough and I'm a guy. Okay. I'm not going to show you my whatever side. But there's times, I can't deal with it.
I think other people, and let's see, I missed Nanny Love. I haven't I just, for some reason, I just now saw it, so I will get to your question, and then Arkansas. But oh shoot, it just freaking left my brain. I had something to say about anyways, it was important too, I feel like, but now of course it just left my brain. Maybe I'll remember it here in a second. Nanny Love says, Don, what did Summer usually eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner? Did she usually anything other than candy? Is what? Because
well, yeah,
yeah,
she wasn't a big eater. She didn't eat a whole lot for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know. Like, I got up and left for work every morning, and she was always still asleep when I left out. So don't know. I know normally I used to work 7 days a week, but when I found out about,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There was a picture of her eating dry cereal.
Well, what about the day she... Go ahead, Don, please. Yeah. What you were about to say.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
On the day she went missing, do you know if she ate anything?
Well, when the day she went missing, she was in between me and Candace, like she always has been. And I went to work. I mean, she's asleep when I left.
So it's never came up like that she had, I don't know, that she ate, I don't know, at Sonic, when she went to Sonic or anything like that.
I don't know. I mean, I was always at work, but I mean, sometimes they'd come out to my job site and visit, and they'd bring, Taco Bell or something, but I don't know. I really don't know, because I was always at work.
After I do have to, Arkansas, I haven't forgot about you because that's a good question. But Sarah Eastep is kind of, her question is kind of piggybacking off that. She said, ask Dawn why nowhere in the timeline that the day Summer was gone or disappeared. Did we hear anything about the kids being fed that day? Not candy all day? But I get what she's saying. She's like, she's just asking why was there no mention of any food or anything?
Well, I know, in the timeline, they did make some food when they was doing a load of laundry and this and that. I mean, there's all kinds of food in here they can eat. It's just, they just grab whatever, potato chips or whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not Betty Crocker myself, so I don't, cook big meals daily or anything either. So, like, I get it.
Changed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. She probably, it has changed, and what she ate that day is, I think, the least probably of her worries. But yeah, I think people are just concerned that she wasn't being fed or something because there was no mention of food, I guess that's what people are, But Arkansas says, what happens if you were to find out that Candace was actually the one responsible for Summer's disappearance?
Yeah. I don't even think about that because I know better. I know Candace. I know what she's been going through. So that thought doesn't even enter my mind. I mean, it just don't. I won't even entertain that thought. It don't make no sense.
You entertain that thought. That's not true. No truth to it. No truth to it. You do entertain it.
I mean, okay.
Do you still work?
I mean, there's
every day?
all kinds of. I haven't been able to work very good. I've been struggling big time with my job, and I'm still struggling. A lot of times I just go out to the job site and I just stare at the walls and think, and I can't work like I used to. I can't function like I used to. I used to listen to the radio a lot, and I don't even do that anymore. So now I just listen to church videos every day because I can't function without God. I can't handle this without. I put on church videos and try to trust God all I can because there's nobody else to turn to. I have to put my faith in God. I can't deal with it on my own. I'll go crazy. This world's temporal. I mean, the only thing any of us really got to look forward to in this life is the resurrection, because this world's going to hell in a handbasket real fast. And it's like I was saying before, the majority rules. Well, the majority now is evil. Where it used to be Christian based and you keep a Christian president in there or whatever, it's not that way now. It's the opposite.
Do you know that we call her Grandis? But do you know that Grandma, which is I'll just say Grandma, Candace's mom, did you know that she talked to a YouTube channel?
I think that was all fake. Yeah, I think that was all fake. That wasn't her voice. That was someone else. The whole thing was made up.
Wasn't it just text? I don't know about voice clips.
Yeah, it was text. Yeah, and I confronted her about it and everything, and we figured out that it was all fake book.
Do you know?
I don't know why people go to them extremes.
Yeah. What do you know? Jenna, are you still there? I don't know if Jenna's even still there.
I'm still here.
What was said about the? You had mentioned something about the grandma thing. Talking to the Crime Stories Obsessed.
Oh yeah, when I was on the phone with Candace that day,
Yeah.
when Don came in freaking out, and he came in cussing, talking about grandma done told everything, and then Candace was like, no, 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 and then they had to let me go off the phone, and so they had to call their PIs.
Yeah, maybe when we first thought that was all real. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what was the other? Oh, do you know? I know you probably need to go. I mean, you could always, come back, like another night. It's almost 3 a.m. But thank you, Rhonda Sanders. Do you know what prescription Grandma got that day?
I don't.
You don't?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do.
Well, then what was it? I don't keep track with what old ladies take in their prescriptions and stuff. Are you serious? Why do I care? I don't care.
Because it's been brought up many times, and you know that you asked Candace. You know that you know what it is. Thing is, you're just not saying. You need to start telling the truth.
Well,
I'm not being
okay.
mean.
Let me tell the truth.
You just really need to start telling the truth. It was pain medication.
Well, I've been telling you what you don't understand is
I know
I've been
you
telling
know
the
what it
truth
was
all along, to the best of
I
my
know
ability.
you know what it was because you told Benny Keys obviously knowed what it was, because then he come on his channel trying to beat me down, trying to say things like, I take that kind of drugs and stuff. No, I don't. Ain't no drugs in my house.
That's
no
Benny
alcohol in my
Keys.
house. I don't have any of those issues.
I don't know. That's Benny Keys. That ain't me. That up with Benny Keys, not me.
Oh, it's you.
Is Candace on? Is Candace on any type of medical like I mean, of course this is a medical question. So if you don't want to answer it, just be like pass.
No,
because is she on any type of medicated assistance like for opiates, like methadone or Suboxone? Okay.
No, she's totally against drugs. She don't want nothing to do with any kind of drugs. Neither do I.
She doesn't use cocaine or at all?
I used to have a problem with it in the past. I mean, but no.
No, I mean this Candace.
No, I don't.
Candace doesn't use cocaine sometimes?
No way.
I mean, because I think that's the least of our worries. I don't think you should worry about saying, "Oh, we've used drugs," or some we've a little bit, because that's nobody cares about that. Really, nobody cares about if you've used drugs a little bit here and there. That's not the issue. I don't think you're going to get arrested for that either, even if you would admit it, because they want to find Summer. So
no. Well, right.
So
I mean, it is an issue.
Because
no, we don't.
Candace admitted to a couple people that you had brought some cocaine home, and you guys did some together. Kind of recently.
I don't know about that.
When you came home from the 2-day little trip you took, she said that you brought some home and she smoked it with you.
I don't know.
And that's why y'all failed the drug test, and the boys were taken.
And that's supposedly why she's dyeing her hair too.
Yeah, that's why she's dyeing her hair, because they're doing hair strand tests.
Yeah, I mean, if you can dye, you can dye your hair all you want. You can still do fingernail analysis, and there's other ways. You can't get by with that stuff. There's more ways than one to skin a cat.
Then why wouldn't you tell her that? I mean, she's your wife, right? And if y'all are doing drugs
Why wouldn't I
together,
tell her what?
I mean, she's sitting here dying. I mean, you were sitting at the table when she said she's dyeing her hair to get rid of, so they can't pick up no drug substance in her hair.
That don't make no sense because, like I said, you got fingernail analysis you can do too.
Well, Don, you were sitting right at the
that
table.
would tell the story right there. I don't know what you're trying to prove, Jenna. What the hell are you trying to prove?
I'm not trying to prove nothing. I'm being bashed because I came out with everything that I know about y'all. I'm being threatened by your friend Benny.
Why are you trying to prove that we're such bad people?
No, I'm not trying to prove nothing. I am trying to prove that what I'm saying.
I'm not even talking to you, Jenna. Okay, you know what? We're not perfect. Fine. Okay, are you happy? Does that make you happy?
Nobody said you was perfect.
Why don't you just go on with your life? Leave us alone.
I have went on my life.
You acted like
I have been on my life.
You were our friend. You acted like you were our friend, and then you just stab us in our back with everything you got.
Because I knew from the beginning y'all were lying.
You know what? I'm not even going to waste my breath with you anymore.
I knew from the beginning you was lying. Okay? I could read straight through you, Don.
Okay, fine. Fine.
You are a scripted man. You could sit there and pass a lie detector test by just talking.
You have the right to say, okay. Does that make you feel better?
No, I want your baby found. Do you want your baby found?
Well, why don't you get out and go find her while you on the phone? Why don't you go?
Yeah, and y'all made me look stupid and call TBI thinking that I seen Summer when y'all know exactly where she's at.
I think you do.
It's not.
I wish I did.
Sitting here on the phone.
It's not Jenna's job to go out there and find Summer. It's your and Candace's job to be out here finding Summer. You're the parents. You're the ones that's supposed to be working the hardest. You're supposed to be working harder than the police.
You don't know what I do.
Oh, I know what you do.
You have no idea.
Because I was on the phone with you all the time and you were at home.
Oh, really?
You're at work, you're at home. You're at work, you're at home. You know, I'm not going to say you didn't go out and talk to people around in your neighborhood there for a while.
I'm not wasting my breath.
You're out there shooting the shit with your buddy over there that you knew for years and lied about. Yeah. That was your hunting for your daughter. Whatever. You know what, Jenna? It's like 3 a.m. and you know, I got a family and I do have other things to take care of, so I'm going to bail out of this because I can't even.
I completely understand. Believe me, because it is really giving me a bad headache.
Oh, I think she meant to say Ziggy. Sometimes Prayer Garden accidentally calls me Jenna.
Yeah,
cool though. I mean, yeah, it's cool. We don't have to do a 7-hour every freaking night. You know what I mean? Well, I haven't been on here.
Candace wants to say something to you.
Yeah.
Hey, Candace wants to say something.
We got all the whores under one roof right now, don't you?
Oh, wow.
What did she say?
She said you have all the whores under one roof right now, don't you?
Well, I got the what?
At least we ain't got a baby killer under ours. So shut up.
I've never slept with your man, Candace.
You need to shut up. Nobody's doing dirty deeds.
What's Candace saying? We never hear Candace. So
you is the baby killer, bitch.
Oh, you think? You think?
Look, none of this stuff y'all are saying is helping find Summer.
Let's hear the real Candace. Let's hear the real Candace. Come on, Candace, talk about it. Talk about it.
No, we're not gonna.
My kid with no
she ain't gonna stoop to your level.
I'm not the freaking one that you know turned on my daughter, in my opinion, and busted her all up to the point she's gone, and then asking my husband to cover my ass. You know, I'm not doing that. So, you know, won't you come on out here, Candace? Hey,
she ain't gonna waste her time and waste her breath with you.
Let her talk.
I'm not wasting my breath with you.
Donald.
I'll talk to Ziggy. I'll talk to Ziggy. I'm not talking to y'all no more. Y'all are crazy. You need to You know, I was
Yeah, well,
willing to
you
answer
know
some
what?
questions and
You
stuff, but
keep
you guys
covering her ass. Go ahead and keep covering her ass because you're going to prison with her. You know, you're going to prison with her. You know what happened. I'm done. I'm so done with you.
just,
I am done with you. I'm so done with you because you
that's
know what?
good. Please leave me
You
alone.
ain't smart enough. You are not smart enough to take your out. You're sitting there covering that thing that just called everybody on this panel a whore. You know, and she was including Ziggy along with us.
No, let Candace talk, Don. Let her talk.
She ain't gonna waste her breath with y'all. It ain't worth it.
Why can't she have her own voice? Let her talk.
She can have her own voice. She says she ain't wasting her breath with y'all. And I'm not gonna waste my breath with y'all because
you said
guys,
that you was gonna let her talk. Let her talk.
There's no talking.
Everything that I've said on here, Don, I have proof of everything.
Well, go prove it to somebody else. I mean, whatever you got to do.
I mean, what I have to say, and you know, it's not a lie.
Huh, wow.
And it ain't no reward money. I don't need no reward money. I just want Summer found, and y'all know where she's at.
Well, go look for her then.
How about you go look for your daughter and find her?
I do look for her.
Why don't you just pull her out wherever you got her? And then
I'm not wasting one more breath talking to you guys. You, Jenna and Sissy, I'm done. You guys go prove whatever you got to prove or whatever. Fine. I'll talk to Ziggy, or I might answer a few questions, but I'm done talking to you too.
Would Candace come on and talk at all if it was just me and you?
I don't know. She's been burnt by so many people.
Oh yeah.
If you can imagine, we've been burnt. I've had 2,500 friends.
She's all hayed up in the background, all high and drugged up, and he don't want her talking because he knows what she is back there. At the
you can say whatever you want.
No, I just heard her, so I already know. We all know. We just heard her, Donald. You know, don't sit there and act like she's sitting there back there sober. She is so far from sober right now that it ain't even funny. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm saying. That's exactly why I got tired of your all's bullshit. And I knew you were guilty. It's right there. Right there. That's what you always do. That's what you're always doing, is trying to block Candace's drunk mouth. You would get off a Cher show, or she'd have to stop it because your old lady's all messed up. You know, on Benny Street, your old lady's all messed up. You guys are always messed up. You expect them to put a back in
it's pretty rude. It's pretty rude that you guys are gonna wake somebody up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then say that I'm drunk and high, Sissy. You're out your damn fucking mind.
Your phone's ringing downstairs.
Oh, okay. Let it ring. I'm going back to bed. Love you.
Love you too. Anyways,
hey, tell her thank you for.
He's going back to bed. He's even been in bed.
For nothing.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think she was drunk right there.
Yeah, she is.
I don't think so.
No. She ain't drunk right there.
No, because
that's not her drunk.
I'm telling you, she's messed up. Yes, she is.
No, because
Well, you know what? If she does drink alcohol, alcohol's legal.
There you go. Donald's telling now that she was. Okay.
Well, she doesn't sound. I mean, I've thought.
I'm just saying. What does it matter?
No, I've heard her drunk, but that's not her. She's not drunk. She's not drunk at that moment.
Maybe not as drunk as she usually is, but she's still been drinking. Donald knows it. He just told us.
Alcohol's legal.
It is.
Alcohol's legal. What does it matter? If you lost your kid, I mean, how would you react? What would you do? You don't know how you'd react.
For it a lot sooner than you was. A lot sooner than you was. I'd have been on Dr. Phil. I'd have been on every talk show that would have me. I would have been on the front page of the newspaper.
You know what? I
would have been on Inquirers and everything else.
You just don't go.
You know?
You can't just go on someone's show.
I went on
You
everybody's
can't
show,
just go on
because
someone's show.
if it truly happened, you'd
You
be
talk a
anywhere and
big
everywhere.
talk, sissy.
Whatever. No,
You
no.
talk a
You
big
didn't want.
talk.
You know what, Donald? You didn't even want to go on Dr. Phil. You had a conference call talking about, no, I don't think he should go on it. No, I don't. Everybody keep Donald off. I'm the only one that was saying no, go. Get on there. You know, even you wasn't really
Man,
going to
yeah,
go. Y'all were afraid.
just because you talk a lot doesn't make you right. You know, big talk,
You know
blah
what?
blah blah doesn't mean anything.
You're right. Why are you saying that? Because you're mad you went on the Dr. Phil show now?
No, I'm
Huh?
not mad.
It
You
ended up
can't
the
just
way.
go on
It ended
Dr.
up the
Phil's
way.
show.
Did it end up the
You
way
can't just.
that everybody was telling you, and
You
now
can't.
you think they're right instead of me? Huh? Is that what you're talking about? Don't even go there with
You
me.
can't. You
I'm
can't.
sick of y'all.
You can't just push your way around and just be on somebody.
I
You
can do
can't just
whatever
push
I
your way
want.
around and be on
I
somebody's
can do whatever I
show
want. I'm
like
a
you think
fucking
you
grown
can.
ass woman. I can
You
do
can
anything I
try.
do. Don't tell me what I can do and what I
You
cannot
can't just do whatever you want.
You know, you might be able to push
You
other people
can't.
around. You ain't pushing me nowhere.
You can't push your way around. Go pee
No,
on
but
Dr.
I tell
Phil's
you
show.
what,
See
I'm
if he'll
standing up
take
at the
you.
gates of hell right now, ain't I? And my God's standing with me. And
You
the
ain't
truth is
doing
coming
nothing
out.
but
The
running your
truth is coming
mouth.
out, Donald. It's coming out, and that's what you're
All you're
pissed about.
doing is running your mouth.
You got that
I ain't
right.
mad
And
about nothing.
I'm going to keep running it
I
until
ain't.
summer's found. I'm going to keep running it.
Well,
Got that?
well, you go ahead and keep running it, but that's not helping. It's not
Yeah, it
helping
is helping.
whatsoever.
It's helping a lot. You don't know how much it's helping.
It might be. Really?
You don't know
Okay.
how much it helped tonight.
If that's what you want to think. You think what you want.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm getting off here, and I'm going to let the floor all be yours. Talk all you please. I like to hear you talk. Good night, everybody.
You know what? I have nothing to hide.
Good night, Bergorn. All right. Well, she's not here anymore, so I know that you guys have. I don't know. I don't think I've asked her what it was that made her change her mind about you guys, but well, she's kind of said a few different things, so I'm not really exactly sure, but anybody else have any questions before we I mean, I'm guessing Candace already went to bed, so she doesn't probably want to talk right now.
She's been done wrong by so many people. She don't trust anybody anymore. I mean, you have to consider that, you know, at one time I had.
To be honest, like I thought her comment was funny. Like it's nothing to take personally. Like she's upset and she's just. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's just a word. I don't think it's. Was Summer born at home? Somebody asked.
No.
So she was born in a hospital in Rochester.
You can't. No.
Was she born in Tennessee?
Yeah, she was born in Tennessee.
Okay. Well, are you needing to go, Dawn? You're kind of gotten quiet, and I just.
Yeah, I'm really tired. I worked all day.
I know it's 3
trying
a.m.
I'm trying to at least defend myself between all these witches, this witch hunt and everything. Everybody trying to their best to hate us and everything. You know, I'm trying, and it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. I don't understand.
Creative Renewal says,
I mean,
why are you stalking this family? Why do you think this is an appropriate time to interview this man? Is that a joke, Creative? These people, Don's an adult, and he decided to come up on his own. This was not planned at all. So, Renewal, you have the wrong idea of what's going on here. I don't know what you mean gang stalking. What do you mean by that? Dawn's the first one I've talked to as far as the family.
Well,
Everybody came to me. I have not reached out to well, not anybody that's been on a panel. I reached out to Denise. I reached out. That's it. As far as everybody else has been happened to be in the chat and decided to come up. I did reach out to Dawn today. Yes, I did. And while we were doing our live, and I asked him, "Hey, did you want to come up?" That was all. The only time I spoke to Dawn, and it was just through one text message, and that's just how it happened. I didn't expect him to say yes. So yeah, that's exactly how it happened. Sorry, Dawn. Did you have? There's. If you need to go, I understand. There's a lady named, I don't know if you know who. Oh, you know who she is. Okay.
I probably should go. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. Hey, well, thank you for coming up.
Honestly,
we appreciate it.
But I mean, we've told the truth from the beginning. Our story will never change, and I don't know why people can't accept that. We've always told the truth. We have nothing to hide. The only reason we keep doing this stuff is try to keep Summer's, name out there and keep her name alive, and hopefully find her. And that's the only reason we keep getting on these shows or whatever. And people just keep attacking us for whatever reason.
Nothing better to do.
Yeah. So, but just love and prayers to everybody.
Well, hey,
for everybody that does support us or whatever.
And thank you for Candace.
No problem.
A little bit. And even though she's upset, and I see it, I understand. I mean, I get it, but I appreciate you coming up and talking for a little bit. We don't have to if you guys want to another night, it's cool too. But whatever.
I do want to thank though there's people out there that do support us, and the ones that are looking for Summer, and I get it. Maybe it does look bad on our part. We're not perfect, whatever, but we do thank everybody that is trying to help find her, and I hope and pray to God that we can find her. Just thank you all very much, okay? And love and prayers.
Yeah, same to
thank
you guys.
you.
Thank you so
all
much.
Right, bye.
All right. Good night.
Okay. All right.